Good morning, Miss Miller here to teach lesson 14-4 on describing objects by measurable attributes. All right, it should be on this page, and we are going to go ahead and get started.
These are two tools for measuring. What can you measure with the cup? What can you measure with the cube train? Draw an object you can measure with each tool.
All right, so they want you to draw two things. One thing you can measure with a measuring cup and one object that you can measure with a cube train. Now, a measuring cup measures how much something can hold. So, what's something that you could pour into a measuring cup? What do you think? I think maybe some water. All right, so maybe we can just draw like a bottle of water here. And then we can pour water into the measuring cup, or we could put water in the measuring cup and maybe pour it back into the bottle. The measuring cup measures how much an object can hold. And a cube train measures how long or how tall something is. You can measure almost anything by its height and length or height. So how about, for me, I am going to draw a crayon. I want to know how tall or how long my crayon is. There's my crayon. Kind of looks like a rocket, but that is okay. All right, now what are you going to draw? Go ahead and finish up this page and go ahead and do the hard flip and get ready for the video.
There are many ways to describe the same object. You can describe objects using different attributes. Attributes are things like shape and color. What words can you use to describe this water bottle?
All right, think about what words you could use to describe this water bottle. What kind of shape is it? What color is it? Is it big? Is it small? Is it tall? Is it short? What do you think? I might say it's shaped kind of round like a cylinder. The colors are, it looks like it's kind of blue down here. It looks blue up here, but that might be water, so maybe it's supposed to be clear. I would say it's kind of, probably, if it's a water bottle, we know it's not real tall, so maybe kind of short. What do you think? Let's find out what the video tells us.
Some words to describe this water bottle are tall, long, full, heavy, clear, and round. Which attributes do these words describe? Long describes length, and heavy describes weight. Clear describes color, and round describes shape. What tools do you see here? You see a cube train, a balance scale, and a measuring cup. What can these tools help you find out?
Oh, let's find out.
Select a measuring tool to find out how it is used. You can use a cube train to find the length or height of an object. You can use a balance scale to find out how much an object weighs. You can use a measuring cup to find out how much an object holds.
All right, so now you should know what those three can do. Oopsie, hang on. Done this before.
Bottle. What can help you find out?
We already did that, so we're just going to keep going.
The tools can help you find out how long, how tall, or how heavy something is. Tools can also tell you how much an object holds. Which tool would be best for finding out the height of the water bottle? The cube train would be best for finding out the height of the water bottle. Which tool should you use to find out how heavy the water bottle is?
You think about that for a sec. Which tool did it say you would use to figure out how much something weighs? Cube train, balance scale, or measuring cup? Let's see if you're right.
You should use the balance scale to find out how heavy the water bottle is. Which weighs more, the water bottle or the apple? How do you know?
Which weighs more? Remember, on a balance scale, the side that goes down is heavier, the side that goes up is lighter. So which one is heavier, the water bottle or the apple? Let's find out.
The water bottle weighs more. The side with the water bottle is lower. Which looks like it can hold more, the water bottle or the measuring cup? The water bottle looks like it can hold more. The measuring cup is a tool you can use to find out how much the water bottle can hold.
Now you know how to describe an object by its attributes.
All right, good job. Let's get started. All right, get out your pencil. And number 1, we are going to look at the item over here on the left, which happens to be a pencil, and decide, can we use the cube train to measure the height or length? Can we use a balance scale to measure how much it weighs? And could we use a measuring cup to find out how much a pencil holds? All right, so they did this one for us. We could figure out the length or height with a cube train. So go ahead and circle that. We could find out how much a pencil weighs using a balance scale. We cannot find out how much a pencil holds. You cannot pour anything from a pencil into here, into the measuring cup to find out how much it holds. It's just one pencil. All right, so we can go ahead and cross that one out. Good job. Go ahead and flip your paper like a pancake. And we are going to do the same thing with these 4 items. So for all 4 of these, we're going to look at the item on the left and decide, can we measure the length and height? Can we measure how much it weighs? And can we measure how much it holds? So this is a bucket or a pail. Could we figure out the length of the bucket or pail using cube train? We sure could. So go ahead and circle that. Could we use a balance scale to find out how much a bucket weighs? We sure could. Go ahead and circle that. And could we use a measuring cup to find out how much this bucket will hold of something? We sure could. You could fill this measuring cup up and dump it into the bucket over and over until it's full. All right, number 3 is a glue stick. Can we use cube trains to figure out how long, the length or the height of the glue stick? We sure could. Go ahead and circle that. Can we use a balance scale to figure out how much a glue stick weighs? Yes, we sure could. Well, not how much it weighs, but we could put it in there to figure out if it's lighter or heavier than another object. Could we use a measuring cup to find out how much a glue stick holds? Does a glue stick hold anything? Nope, we cannot pour anything into the glue stick or out of the glue stick. All right, number 4, I think that might be a jar of paint. Could we use a cube train to measure the length or the height of the jar of paint? We sure could. Go ahead and circle that. Could we use a balance scale to find out if this paint is heavier or lighter than another object? We sure could. Go ahead and circle that. And could we use this measuring cup to figure out how much this jar of paint will hold? Yes, we could. We could pour the measuring cup. We could fill it up, pour it in, fill it up, pour it in, and see how much this jar of paint holds. Good job. And the last one, we have a ruler. Can we use a cube train to figure out the length or height of the ruler? We sure can. Could we use a balance scale to figure out if a ruler is heavier or lighter than another object? We sure could. And could we use a measuring cup to decide how much a ruler can hold? No, we cannot pour anything into the ruler and we cannot pour anything out of the ruler. All right, good job, friends. Go ahead and pick up your paper and do the hard flip. Flip to the very last page. And this is your page to do on your own. I will go over the directions for you. Number 6, 7, and 8 are exactly what we just did on the last page. You will circle each object that you could use for each item on the left. Could you measure the height and length of a cherry? Could you measure, could you use a balance scale to measure if a cherry is heavier or lighter than another object? And could you use a measuring cup to figure out how much a cherry can hold or how many cherries there are? Same thing with the cup, same thing with the crayon. And number 9, look at this tool right here. You have to decide what tool is this, what measuring tool is it, and what 2 objects could you use, could you measure using this tool. Draw 2 objects over here that you could use, that you could measure using this tool right here. All right, that's it. So good luck, good job, and as always, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, bye.